Welcome, folks, and thank you for tuning in to the Tabcast. Today is the second episode of the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet and all that who was affected. Last episode, we talked to the prince, the friar, Lawrence, and Benvolio, and captured their opinions on the subject and all that matter. Today, we're talking to the men of the house. We got Lord Montague and Lord Capulet, who really are just royalty, and they're just the men of the house. And first, I would like to talk to Lord Montague. If you could join the call, that would be nice. Hey. Thank you for joining the call, and do you mind if I ask you any questions? No, absolutely. All right. What are your overall feelings at this moment? It's pretty hard to talk about the events that just took place, but I know when it comes to how the people played their parts in what happened, Romeo was the best kid I could ask for, and so was my wife. I know if I could go back and change what happened, I would. Was Romeo being strange at all before each mood swing? I think everything else is pretty normal. So it was just like happiness, or like sadness, or was it sadness to happiness? Like, what was the mood swing? He really went from being really down to really joyful. Okay. How was your family affected by this? They're all pretty affected and devastated. I never wanted any of this to ever affect them, but everything happened the way it did, so I do feel bad for them. Do you feel like you could have done anything differently to stop anything from happening? Yeah, I think everything could have been avoided, but whether it's fate or coincidence, nothing went our way. Do you think anyone in particular is at fault for what happened? Well, I think overall it comes down to them both being young. I think if anyone were to have a part in this, though, it would definitely be the friar for marrying them. Although I do see his outlook on it, how marrying them would solve the feud. Yeah. You plan on doing anything moving forward, and how do you think this feud will end up? I'm going to try to honor them any way I can, whether it's having one day a year that we'll honor them, or even making some statues. I definitely hope the feud will end, and I'm assuming Capulet will agree with me. All right, well, I'm going to talk to Capulet, and thank you for joining me. Thank you for having me. Final guest, please join the call, the one man, Lord Capulet. Yep, hello. How are you? Pretty good. Yourself? I'm pretty sad, but thanks for asking. How do you express that? Like, how bad do you feel after that? I mean, I'm pretty devastated. The wife's not doing too good. The nurse, especially, Juliet, was kind of like a second daughter to her. So, yeah, it's really bad. It's bad at my house. Did she have a daughter before that? Yeah, she did actually, and she lost her, so now she kind of lost too. So yeah, we're all pretty sad. Yeah. Why do you think Paris was the right fit for Juliet? I mean, he was really just perfect. I mean, he was noble blood, and everything was just a good fit for her. And the unification of those two families, mine and his, would have just been immaculate. So, yeah. Like money-wise, power-wise, everything is exactly. Do you think anyone's at fault? I would never blame my daughter, so I'd really just put it on the Montagues, but, yeah, we kind of sorted out our differences, so, yeah, I would just blame it on young people and bad decisions, you know. So that's what happens with those youngins. They make bad decisions, you know. Yeah, that's what happens. You went through that. didn't notice anything. I could not have foretold what was going to happen. It was really just out of the blue. The nurse and Juliet were really fine. They didn't act strange at all. I knew Juliet was sad, but I thought she was just sad because of Tybalt. I didn't know it was anything else. So, yeah, everything was normal to me.
What do you plan on doing moving forward, and what will happen to the feud between Capulus and the Montagues?
Well, moving forward, obviously, the Lord Montague and I are going to honor them with maybe a statue or so, or something like that. We don't really know a statue, and yeah, we're trying to sort out our differences, and we're well on the way to ending the feud. So we might have some celebrations, some annual festivities, anything really. So I'd say, even though it was a terrible situation, I think that Verona will be a better place overall if the two richest families aren't against each other. So yeah,
that was good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking, and
Of course.
I will see you later.
I'll see you.
So, throughout all these people I heard today, Capulus and the Montagues, all the other people, I think we can all learn something from it, I think it shows how sometimes young kids don't make the best decisions. They can really hurt themselves, and I think these families really felt that today, and it's a lesson to everyone. And thank you for tuning in. Peace.